favorite. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for this.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Lock the key! Go, go, go! That's
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. A toss play, Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's McKissick. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Real right, 22. 80 weapons.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 36-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
10. Mike 57. Hey, Haywood. Let's get off the field, D. Hey. Mike 57. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. And James has it. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Rush in.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover Leighton route.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go. Here we go.
With the score
Here we go.
7, Chargers nothing.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Rivers. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Set. 250. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Twist, twist. Hey. All set.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it with Johnson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Get that ball. Hey. Who's that? Alert. Who's that? 57. Mike, 57.
Now Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 26-yard line.
Block 15!
On 2nd and 12, Rivers into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First down, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Over the middle, it's Amendola. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Ready? 70, Indy.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Get it.
On first down, Knight. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Alert. Hey, Delta. Watch the run. Watch the run. 50 seconds.
A final shot before the break. Stanford looking downfield for Joe. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Stafford. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
For Kenny Galladay, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Go. Check the call, check the call. Mike's 57, 57's Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. X3, 218, chop it. 52. Hit it.
Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice throw.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Then 180. Block 15.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And some room to run now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rivers now from the 50. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw on second down. Knight. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now Johnson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
11.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It's caught. Jones. The 40. The 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones. 97 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rivers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Check.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
From the 29, Stafford steps away to his left. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Red 80. Get that quarterback at all costs.
He's got Anderson right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford, able to get away. Wide open receiver, complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
60 Pittsburgh. Here we go. Hey, Foxtrot. 57's right. Come at the ball. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Boy stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Knight looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but now it's third and goal. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Tighten down. There you go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. From the gun, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. 23 yards on the play. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But he's got it at the 15. 33 yards that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through, but in the meantime,
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Travis Benjamin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2. To the air again here, Rivers. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Lions take over. Get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Stafford going to throw it. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this. 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Looking to throw. Knight. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Knight going for the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the 2nd half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
50 Cent. Orbit. You go. 50 Cent. Leo. Check.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Knight. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Lions on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
From the gun, Knight. And he's going to go down again. The old Cal Bear, Brandon Mebane, gets the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.